Hello everyone, my name is Ruchika and I welcome you to Success Series Education. Here I have the current affairs. These are in a multiple choice question format. These are for the month of April 2017. This is part 1 of this video. Here I'll cover question number 1 to question number 30. So let's get started. First of all, let us see question number 1. Which state has launched Operation Durga for the safety of women? इंडिया के किस स्टेट ने इस ऑपरेशन दुर्गा का लॉन्च किया है विमेन सेफ्टी के लिए? इसका आंसर है हरियाणा. Similar to that of Uttar Pradesh anti-Romeo squad, the Haryana government has launched Operation Durga to ensure women's safety in the state. जैसे कि उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने एंटी रोमियो स्क्वाड लॉन्च किया था, वैसे ही हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट ने ऑपरेशन दुर्गा लॉन्च किया है. सिंस विमेन आर हेजिटेंट इन रिपोर्टिंग इंसिडेंट्स इन्वॉल्विंग एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स टू द पुलिस, द कैंपेन ऑपरेशन दुर्गा वाज लॉन्च्ड so that flying squads patrol those areas where such anti-social elements committed crime against women. Now let us see question number 2. Which department of Government of India has been allotted a unique PIN code by the Department of Post? इंडिया के डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पोस्ट ने गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के एक डिपार्टमेंट को एक यूनिक पिन कोड अलॉट कर दिया है और वो डिपार्टमेंट है इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट. इसकी कुछ और जानकारी देखते हैं. द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पोस्ट हैज अलॉटेड अ यूनिक पिन कोड फॉर द इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट्स Central Processing Center based in Bengaluru so as to ensure that the letters and mails sent by taxpayers to the CPC are not lost or reach the center late. The new PIN code given to the CPC is 560500. इससे पहले CPC का जो कोड था पिन कोड वो 560100 था, जो बेंगलुरु के एक पूरे एरिया का सिटी कोड है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. What is the loan target set by the government under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana for the year 2016-17? इसका आंसर है रुपीज 1.8 लाख करोड़. प्रधानमंत्री मुद्रा योजना, इसकी जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं वो क्या है? टू लॉन्च अ माइक्रो यूनिट्स डेवलपमेंट एंड रिफाइनेंस एजेंसी बैंक to support the entrepreneurs of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. ऐसी पिछड़ी हुई क्लासेस के लोगों को फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट बिजनेस शुरू करने के लिए. दिस इज द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ दिस योजना. द स्कीम वाज लॉन्च्ड ऑन April 8, 2015. Mudra cards are the unique feature of this scheme. The card permits access to working capital through ATMs and card machines. अब इस मुद्रा स्कीम में क्या है? जो भी एप्लीकेंट है उनको एक मुद्रा कार्ड दिया जाता है जिसके द्वारा वो अपने बिजनेस के लिए वर्किंग कैपिटल ले सकते हैं एटीएम्स या फिर कार्ड मशीन से. मुद्रा लोन्स कैन बी अवेल्ड फॉर नॉन एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटीज अप टू ₹10 lakh and for activities allied to agriculture such as dairy, poultry, beekeeping, etc. The scheme provides loans to micro units in 3 categories. ये जो 3 कैटेगरीज हैं इनमें लोन्स 50,000 से लेकर 10 लाख रुपए तक के दिए जाते हैं. पहली कैटेगरी है शिशु कैटेगरी जिसमें लोन दिए जाते हैं 50,000 तक. दूसरी कैटेगरी है किशोर कैटेगरी जिसमें 50,000 से 5 लाख तक का लोन दिया जाता है और तरुण कैटेगरी में 5 लाख से 10 लाख तक का लोन दिया जाता है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. द जॉइंट मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज बिटवीन चाइना एंड नेपाल इज कॉल्ड सागर मठ. What does this Nepali word mean? सागर मठ का क्या मतलब है? इसका आंसर है माउंट एवरेस्ट. Nepal and China have launched their first ever joint military exercise. They have named it Sagarmat Friendship 2017. It will be from April 17 to April 26, 2017. Sagarmat is the Nepali name for Mount Everest which stands in between both the countries. Question number 5 देखते हैं. April 14, 2017 was which birth anniversary of the freedom fighter called the father of the Indian Constitution? सबसे पहले आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि फादर ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कौन है, जिनका बर्थडे 14 अप्रैल को मनाया जाता है, और फिर आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि ये इस साल उनकी कौन सी बर्थ एनिवर्सरी थी। इसका आंसर है 126। The father of the Indian Constitution is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was born on 14 April 1891 in Madhya Pradesh. He was elected as the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constituent Assembly, जिसने Indian Constitution बनाई, and that is why he is called the father of the Indian Constitution. He was also appointed as the first law minister of independent India, but he resigned from the cabinet on September 1951 due to differences with Nehru on the Hindu Code Bill. 126th birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was celebrated at the Parliament House complex. अब चलते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 पे। वी हैव टू नेम द लेटेस्ट स्कीम लॉन्च्ड बाय द इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट टू डिटेक्ट ब्लैक मनी पोस्ट डीमोनेटाइजेशन। डीमोनेटाइजेशन के बाद इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट ने एक स्कीम लॉन्च की है ब्लैक मनी यानी कि काला धन को डिटेक्ट करने की। हमें उस स्कीम का नाम बताना है। इसका आंसर है ऑपरेशन ब्लैक मनी सेकेंड। इस स्कीम के अंदर स्कैनर में कौन कौन है? पेट्रोल पंप्स, हॉस्पिटल्स एंड अदर बिजनेसेस जिन्होंने कैश सेल्स दिखाई हैं, गवर्नमेंट और PSU एम्प्लॉयज हु हैव मेड लार्ज कैश डिपॉजिट्स और हाई वैल्यू परचेजेस, those who laundered funds by using shell companies and did not respond to the queries of the department. Next we have to answer question number 7. We have to name the state which will not fall under the ambit of GST. The answer is Jammu and Kashmir. GST regime will not be applicable to Jammu and Kashmir because of the fact that Article 370 gives a special status to the state. So the state will have to make its own law and integrate it with the GST regime. President Pranab Mukherjee ने 4 नई सपोर्टिंग लॉज को एक्सेंड दे दिया है, उन्हें अलाउ कर दिया है। उन लॉज के नाम है द सेंट्रल GST एक्ट, द इंटीग्रेटेड GST एक्ट, द GST एक्ट एंड द यूनियन टेरिटरी GST एक्ट। इन चारों एक्ट्स के बारे में थोड़ी सा जान लेते हैं। द सेंट्रल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स एक्ट deals with the levy of the central goods and services tax by the union government over the supply of goods and services within the boundary of a state. किसी भी एक स्टेट के अंदर अगर आप कोई भी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज सप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो आप पर ये वाला टैक्स लगेगा। The integrated GST Act provides for levy of integrated goods and services tax by union government on the interstate supply of goods and services. एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में अगर कोई गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज सप्लाई हो रही हैं तो आप पे ये वाला टैक्स लगेगा। द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स कॉम्पेंसेशन टू स्टेट्स एक्ट 2017 प्रोवाइड्स फॉर कॉम्पेंसेशन फॉर द लॉसेज इनकर्ड बाय द स्टेट्स ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स, and the Union Territory GST Act provides for levy and collection of tax on intra-state supply of goods, services or both by the Union Territories. Next, let us see question number 8. We have to name the commodity whose price will be revised on a daily basis from May 1, 2017. May 1, 2017 से एक commodity है जिसका प्राइस हर रोज चेंज होगा, हर रोज चेंज होगा। उस कमोडिटी का नाम क्या है? आंसर है पेट्रोल। Beginning from May 1, oil PSUs have decided to change petrol and diesel prices every day in synchronization with the international rates. तो वर्ल्ड रेट्स के हिसाब से इंडिया में भी हर रोज पेट्रोल और डीजल के रेट्स चेंज होंगे। As per the plan, pump rates will be decided based on daily movement in international oil prices and rupee-US dollar fluctuations. Initially, this pilot project will be launched in 5 cities, that is Puducherry, Vizag, Udaipur, Jamshedpur, Chandigarh. शुरू में इन 5 शहरों में ये पायलट प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च किया जाएगा, इसकी इम्प्लीकेशंस को स्टडी किया जाएगा और फिर इसे पूरे कंट्री में इम्प्लीमेंट कर दिया जाएगा। नेक्स्ट देखते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. वी हैव टू नेम द न्यूली अपॉइंटेड एक्टिंग चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ द दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट. इसका आंसर है जस्टिस गीता मित्तल. Justice Geeta Mittal is the senior most judge of the Delhi High Court. She has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Delhi High Court from April 14th. इनकी अपॉइंटमेंट क्यों है? क्योंकि जो करंट चीफ जस्टिस थी गोरला रोहिणी, उनका रिटायरमेंट हो गया है. शी हैज रिटायर्ड फ्रॉम द पोस्ट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 10. नेम द न्यू स्कीम लॉन्च्ड बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया फॉर फूड प्रोसेसिंग. आंसर इज संपदा. Sampada is an umbrella scheme that will include ongoing schemes like mega food parks and cold chain projects and new schemes. These three schemes are creation or expansion of food processing and preservation capacities, new agro-processing clusters, and backward and forward linkages. Next, question number 11. We have to name the declaration that has been adopted at the recently concluded G20 Digital Ministerial Meeting on Digital Economy held in Germany. इस declaration का क्या नाम है जिसे यहाँ पर इस मीटिंग में implement किया गया है? इसका आंसर है Shaping Digitalization for an Interconnected World. G20 के मेंबर कंट्रीज है ऑस्ट्रेलिया, अर्जेंटीना, ब्राजील, कनाडा, चाइना, इंडिया, फ्रांस, जर्मनी, इंडोनेशिया, इटली, जापान, साउथ कोरिया, मेक्सिको, सऊदी अरेबिया, रशिया, टर्की, साउथ अफ्रीका, यूके, यूएस एंड यूरोपियन यूनियन. G20 means group of 20. So the ministers responsible for the digital economy from these countries participated in this convention. Next, question number 12. The web portal Nakshe has been launched by which organization of the Government of India? The answer is Survey of India. The Survey of India has launched a new web portal called Nakshe to make open maps available to Indians for free. The portal was launched by the Union Minister for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Harsh Vardhan, on the occasion of the 250th anniversary of Survey of India. Question number 13. We have to name the youngest UN messenger of peace. इसका आंसर है मलाला यूसुफज़ई. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has bestowed the highest honor, UN Messenger of Peace, upon Nobel Peace Prize laureate Malala Yousafzai. She was described as a symbol of the most important thing in the world, that is education for all. With this, she became the youngest ever UN Messenger of Peace. UN has also declared her date of birth, that is 12 July, as Malala Day in her honor. यूनाइटेड नेशंस के सेक्रेटरी जनरल एंटोनियो गटरेस ने मलाला यूसुफज़ई को यूएन की सबसे बड़ी ऑनर यूएन मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस का खिताब दिया है और उन्होंने ये भी कहा है दैट शी इज अ सिंबल ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इन द वर्ल्ड, दैट इज एजुकेशन फॉर ऑल. और इनकी डेट ऑफ बर्थ 12 जुलाई को मलाला डे के नाम से भी मनाया जाएगा. Question number 14. We have to name the winner of the 2017 Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. इसका आंसर है Colson Whitehead. The Pulitzer Prize, what is this? It is an annual award for achievements in the newspaper, magazine and online journalism, literature and musical compositions, and it is given in the United States of America. Now the major achievers for fiction: The Underground Railroad, written by Colson Whitehead. For drama, Sweat, written by Lynn Nottage. For history, Blood in the Water, The Attica Prison Uprising of 1971 and Its Legacy, written by Heather Ann Thompson. Biography or autobiography, The Return, Fathers, Sons and the Land in Between by Hisham Muttar. Poetry, Olio by Tahimba Jess. Non-fiction, Evicted, Poverty and Profit in the American City by Matthew Desmond. Music, Angel's Bone by Du Yun. Now let us see question number 15. Under the OBOR project by China, the first freight train will start from which country? इसका आंसर है UK. अब ये जो फर्स्ट रेल फ्रेट सर्विस है यूके से चाइना की, उसका आप रूट देख सकते हैं. यहां से शुरू होके चाइना यीवू शहर तक वो जाएगी. दिस इज द गेज ऑन विच दिस ट्रेन विल ट्रेवल. OBOR initiative is China's ambitious development strategy and framework that aims to boost connectivity and trade across Asia, Africa and Europe. It was proposed by the Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013. इसमें दो components हैं, the Silk Road Economic Belt and the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road. Question number 16. We have to name the Indo-Mongolian Joint Military Exercise. इसका आंसर है Nomadic Elephant. 12th edition of this Indo-Mongolian Joint Military Exercise, Nomadic Elephant 2017, has begun at Waringin in Mizoram. Now let us see question number 17. When is the World Homeopathy Day celebrated? इसका आंसर है April 10th. The World Homeopathy Day is observed every year on April 10th to pay tribute to Dr. Christian Friedrich Samuel Hahnemann, who is the founder and father of homeopathy system of medicine. And this year it is his 262nd birth anniversary. Question number 18. What is India's rank in the 2017 Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index? इसका आंसर है 40. India was ranked 40th among the 136 economies across the world in 2017 Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index released by the World Economic Forum. Now let us see the countries who have ranked from 1 to 10. Spain is first, France, Germany, UK, USA, Australia, Italy, Canada and Switzerland. Next, question number 19. On which river is the multi-modal terminal and 4-lane bridge in Jharkhand's Sahibganj located? The answer is River Ganga. The multimodal terminal is an important component of the development of the National Waterway 1 from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to Haldia in West Bengal. It is a distance of 1,390 kilometers. The 4-lane bridge on the Ganga River will be connecting Sahibganj to Manihari in Bihar's Katihar district. Let us see question number 20. We have to name the subsidized meal scheme launched by the Madhya Pradesh government. इसका आंसर है दीन दयाल अंत्योदया रसोई योजना. The scheme has been named after BJP ideologue Deen Dayal Upadhyay. The first phase of the scheme was launched by the Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan in 49 district headquarters across the state. With this, Madhya Pradesh is the third state in India to launch a subsidized meal scheme. इससे पहले ये स्कीम तमिलनाडु में लॉन्च हुई थी जिसका नाम था अम्मा कैंटीन और फिर राजस्थान में अन्नपूर्णा रसोई योजना. Next है question number 21. When is the International Day for Sports for Development and Peace celebrated? Answer is April 6th. The International Day of Sports for Development and Peace is observed every year on April 6th. To celebrate this day, United Nations Office on Sport for Development and Peace has launched a digital campaign #WePlayTogether. Question number 22. Where has NBA launched India's first basketball school? The answer is Mumbai. US-based NBA, National Basketball Association, has launched its first basketball school in India in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Question number 23. We have to name the Indian boxer who has won a gold medal at the Thailand International Tournament. The answer is Shyam Kumar. Indian boxer K. Shyam Kumar has won a gold medal at the Thailand International Tournament in the 49 kg category in Bangkok. In the final match, he has defeated Olympic champion Hasanboy Dasmatov of Uzbekistan, and this is Kumar's second gold medal after the first medal had been won in the 2015 edition of this tournament. Question number 24. Name the best feature film as per the 64th National Film Awards. Answer is Kasav. The 64th National Film Awards for 2016 were announced on 7th April 2017. इसकी कुछ highlights देखते हैं. Best feature film Kasav in Marathi. Non-feature film Fireflies in the Abyss. Best popular film providing wholesome entertainment Satamanam Bhavati. Best Direction Rajesh. Best Actor Akshay Kumar. Best Actress Surbhi Lakshmi. Best Film on a Social Issue Pink. Best Male Playback Singer Sundara Iyer. Best Female Playback Singer Thumi Jake. Question number 25. Which of these is not one of the 8 states declared drought hit by the Union government? The answer is Punjab. The Union Government of India has declared Kerala along with 7 other states to be drought hit. They are Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Question number 26. We have to name the newly appointed chairman of NASSCOM. The answer is Raman Roy. He is Raman Roy. He is the chairman and managing director of Quattro. He is appointed as the new chairman of NASSCOM, that is National Association of Software and Services Company for 2017-18. इनसे पहले NASSCOM के chairman थे C.P. Gurnani, who is the MD and CEO of Tech Mahindra. Next, question number 27. We have to name the program conducted by Assam government to improve the quality of education in schools. The answer is Gunotsav. Assam government has conducted a 4-day long program to improve the quality of school education. The quality improvement covered 9 lakh students in the state. This program was originally launched by the Gujarat government, which has been adopted by the Assam government also. Next, question number 28. What is the theme of the World Health Day 2017? इसका आंसर है Depression. Let's talk. The World Health Day is observed every year on 7th April to mark the anniversary of the founding of the World Health Organization. On this day in the year 1948, the first World Health Assembly was held in Geneva, Switzerland. और तब से लेकर आज तक हर साल 7th अप्रैल को वर्ल्ड हेल्थ डे के रूप में मनाया जाता है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 29. वी हैव टू नेम द न्यू एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर ऑफ आरबीआई. द आंसर इज मालविका सिन्हा. The RBI has appointed Malvika Sinha as the new executive director and B.P. Kanungo is the new deputy governor of the RBI. Question number 30. We have to name India's ambassador and permanent representative to the UN. इसका आंसर है राजीव कुमार चंदर. Rajiv Kumar Chandar is the new ambassador and permanent representative of India to the UN office in Geneva. He will succeed Ajit Kumar. At present, Chandar is the Consul General of India in Vancouver. He is a 1983 batch IFS officer. With this video comes to an end. I hope it was useful to you. Thank you for watching it and do subscribe to our channel Success Series Education.